Welcome back to Houston Life. Our next guest is a familiar face with Astros fans, and she's one of my gal pals.
Yeah, we love this woman. She's usually interviewing your husband, Alex Bregman, out on the field. This time, we're going to do something different. We're going to flip the switch, give you, Reagan, a chance to interview your friend, Julia Morales, sideline reporter for the Astros. Julia, great to see you.
Good to see you guys.
Yes,
Thanks for having
so
me.
good to see
Well,
you.
and last time we saw you, it was, well, and you too, Reagan, it was during the World Series. Y'all were running like crazy. You
Like
have
yesterday.
your merch brand.
It just happened, right?
And there wasn't much of an off season for you to even recover with the holidays and all of that. But still, your merch line is expanding.
Yeah.
You're not sleeping. And I understand that it's expanding beyond baseball. Is that
All
right?
true. That's right. Today is a big day. I have been working really hard on this off season, so that way I can kind of coast once my baseball gig kicks in, because you'll know how tough that gig is and how much traveling I do. But yeah, I'm excited because today I am giving some love to the softball players out there, because of course they need love too. Softball players and their fans, their family, their friends. You know, the whole point of this line this wasn't geared towards really Astros fans. It was baseball fans. We have a big baseball fan base here in Houston. Little League is so competitive out there, and I love how many baseball moms are out there, and I know they need some things to wear, and they need some kind of generic colors that can change as their kids change on different teams and stuff like that. But the softball I'm very excited about, because we're kicking that off today. I'll be at West University Softball Association tomorrow, selling a lot of softball y'all stuff, because it is about the girls too. But yeah, check it out on the website, juliamorales.com/shop.
I love it, and I own a couple of your sweatshirts, and I love
because you're
them
the
and how
best.
comfortable they are. I feel like that's a huge thing, especially for
Thank
moms
you.
or baseball moms running
Exactly.
around. Like, comfort is key, and
Exactly.
those are so comfortable.
Exactly.
Love
Yeah.
the champs, y'all. I haven't seen that yet.
Yes, the
until today.
champs, very popular.
So cute.
Sweatshirts we did right after they won the World Series, and was nuts. But now you need a T-shirt, right? We're getting into spring and summer, and the hats. You know, with the Astros launching that gold program too, they're going to wear those gold jerseys the first 2 games of the season. So I figured gold is the color right now. We are all in championship mode, so excited to offer that. Yeah.
And Julia, looking ahead to the 2023 season, you mentioned we're in championship mode. It seems like this season, coming off such a huge World Series win, this season is really kicking off celebrating the players, celebrating the fans, and really using that momentum to propel us to another win.
I love it. Yesterday was media day, and so they announced the slogan and the campaign, things that they've worked on so hard. I loved it. I love the Ready to Reign. I love that they're going for back-to-back. First time, of course, since those Yankees did it. It has been a minute, so it's time for somebody else to do it, and it's time for the Astros. Why not? But they are building a dynasty. This is such a fun era that we're in, and I don't even know if fans can really grasp. None of us can really grasp what we're watching right now when it comes to the Astros and the franchise. The team is set. You guys know this. Of course, Reagan knows this. The team is set. They're in good position to do it again, so why not?
Why not?
So exciting, and we can't wait for this season. So your first broadcast is on February 25th.
Oh my gosh, yes. We are
Can you believe
a couple of weeks away. Yeah, I'll head to spring training. We'll do our long sit-down interviews, which I know Alex is a huge fan of, spending all that time with me, answering all these thoughtful questions.
always
It's
love
part
those
of it.
interviews, though.
I know, they are so great once they do sit down, but it is time-consuming, and these guys are being pulled in a million different directions. They are really, you know, they're wanted right now by everyone, national networks, and so I'm appreciative of every second that they give us in spring training. But it sets us up for that first broadcast. So Todd Callis, Jeff Blum, and I will be doing our first game on AT&T Sportsnet February 25th. We've got 8 spring games. One of them's the Astros versus Team Venezuela, which is going to be awesome. When you know, of course, Omar Lopez is going to manage, but Jose Altuve is going to play for not the Astros, but Team Venezuela. So that's going to be great. And then the Astros coming back to Sugar Land at the end to kind of wrap up spring training. Will be live from Constellation Field for that game as well.
It's incredible, the calm before the storm. And by the way, some really good giveaways to kick off the season. A lot of people are talking about that bobblehead.
Lots of bobbleheads. Yeah, I love the trophy, but that first weekend, really, I know that they're going to do a ton of ring giveaways. If you, in case you saw it on my social or the Astros social, every Wednesday home game, they're going to do a ring giveaway, which was super popular, especially right after they won 2017, 2018. Those nights were packed. It didn't matter who the Astros were playing, how bad the other team was. I mean, that ballpark ballpark was packed. So that's what I'm excited about. Every night we're going to have that full stadium energy because fans want to see this team and they want to see them do it again. And they want to get their Jeremy Pena MVP World Series, bobblehead and whatever else they're giving away. There's an Orbit koozie you need to check out. Have y'all seen the Orbit koozie?
No.
Orbit's birthday is going to be a blast. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many fun things. The marketing team, the promotions, they do such a great job. But it's hard to top, right? It's hard to top what they've been doing. And I think they're onto something.
They can do it.
Yeah.
No, I think we have some exciting stuff for this season. I can't wait. I just can't believe it's already here. It's about to happen.
Sorry, Ray. I know. I think I texted you and I'm like, so the season's here. I wish we had 6 more weeks, but I'll see you soon. And yeah, I know.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Really
Right.
Before we let you go, we got to talk about your family. So your sweet husband, Matt, your sweet daughter, Valerie. Look at this photo right here.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
She is a wild child. So she's just
she's
over
so
2 now,
cute.
talking a lot. This is where I'm so excited and I love my job. I'm so ready for baseball to kick off, but I do get anxious. This is where it's real talk. And I do start to think about the time that I'm going to be away from them when I'm on the road. I'm still traveling with the team.
Yeah.
And once I get on the road, of course, I love the time away. I love being in the hotels, yes, but I'm missing them and I'm missing her and I'm actually missing things that she's doing and milestones in her life. So I do get a lot of anxiety behind it. I think a lot of working, I'm just talking about it because I think a lot of us deal with it and we don't maybe say it enough or we tell each other. We need to talk amongst each other and tell each other how we feel about some of these things. But a lot of us are dealing with that. I mean, we might put on a face and we might go out and kick tail at our jobs, but there are things at home that we're missing, and I'm definitely going to miss them once the season starts.
The ultimate multitasker, Julia Morales. It's great to see you.
Great.
Thanks
So
so
good
much.
to see you guys.
Congrats on the
Thank you.
line.
Yes,
We're gonna
thank
take a
you.
break. We'll be right back.